Good evening from the newsroom. The news for this Wednesday, 16th of August. La Digue's new hospital, St. Mary, is expected to be fully operational around October once all the equipment have been installed and the old Logan Hospital is moved into the new one. The hospital has been described as one that meets international standards and could be the first hospital in the country to be internationally certified. There remains ample space around the hospital's property for other health projects, and the government is discussing the possibility of renting some space at the hospital to private health practitioners. The Minister for Health, Peg Vidot, says there should be enough health professionals for the services St. Mary's Hospital will be offering.
The infrastructure is sufficiently modern, which will permit us to do a lot more than what we were doing previously. It will allow us to provide certain services which we will introduce here, such as, for example, radiology. We weren't able to do x-rays here. Now we'll be able to do that. We will be able to do ultrasound here. We have a modern theater which would permit us to do minor operations here, and if needs be for stabilization of patients, send surgeons here to stabilize patients before transportation. We should be able to do that. We now will have, not in the immediate, but in the foreseeable future, hemodialysis, so patients, rather than have to go to Mahe or to Pralin, as is the case now, will be able to do it here.
The first entity to appear before the Finance and Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly, the FPAC, in today's session was the Ministry of Finance, National Planning and Commerce, headed by the Secretary of State, Patrick Payet. The FPAC, which is chaired by the opposition leader, Sébastien Pillet, is holding a series of public hearings as part of its constitutional mandate to review the Auditor General's report. The first 30 minutes of their encounter, they looked at revenue which government collected through dividends from public enterprises and other companies of which the government is a shareholder. The Office of the President has today announced the appointment of Captain Sandy Benoiton as the Chief Executive Officer of Air Seychelles. Captain Benoiton was discharging the role of acting CEO since the 1st of July 2021, and his new appointment is effective from the 1st of August. A new board of directors for Air Seychelles has also been appointed for a 2-year period, effective from the 27th of July. Egbert Lawrence is the acting chairperson. The other board members are Daphne Waro, Irene Croiset, and Paul Lebon. Businesses registered for value-added tax VAT are being asked to initiate procedures to renew their stickers and registration certificates. The Revenue Commission, the SRC, today rolled out a regional campaign that will enable businesses to renew their documents or register according to the recent changes in the SRC law. The campaign started in the northern region today at the Beauvallon District Administration Office.
As part of the rebranding journey, we need to ensure that businesses transacting under the value-added tax also have the latest documents to display at the premises of business. And this is required under the law, so as part of this exercise, we need them to come forward. We are also asking businesses that has been transacting past 28 days, currently in operation, and have never registered with SRC, to also take this opportunity to come forward and do the registration on site, where officers will be based across the various regions from 16th of August up to 28th of August. Past this date, SRC will extend 1 more month for them to come and do this process, because after this date, should businesses who are transacting have not been registered with SRC come forward, there will be applicable penalties in place that will apply.
The Creative Seychelles Agency within the Seychelles National Institute of Culture, Heritage and the Arts has announced its 2 new competitions for the Festival Creole this year. This will be a contemporary dance and Creole song competition. The two competitions will be catering for both semi-professional and professional talents. The main aim is to offer a platform for local dancers and singers to exhibit their unique talent and promote the Creole language.
For the dance competition, we want to encourage the youth, especially we're targeting especially the youth who sometimes have difficulties in finding them, in relating to the Creole festival. And we know there are a lot of dancing group within Seychelles, so we want them to use a piece of Creole music and create a contemporary dance, while the song competition is to encourage people to create Creole songs, and in that song or music they will have to include a minimum of 3 traditional instruments used before.
Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair, has welcomed over 20,000 visitors while in Seychelles. The boat arrived last week and today is the last day. It opened to members of the public and it will close in about 20 minutes' time. During the week, they have seen around 5,000 people visiting the boat a day and have sold a significant number of books. The exact statistics will be released later. The ship will be leaving for Kenya tomorrow morning and will be touring Africa for the next few months.
Well, it's been fantastic. You know, we came here for a short visit, we thought, but so far we've seen more than 20,000 visitors. Walked up the gangway to visit the book fair, attend events, so it's been fantastic. Well, we've had daily kind of 5,000 or 5,000 visitors, so that's pretty busy when you can only have so many people at a time. And so compared to many ports, I think it's been a busier port. Now that we have 2 ships and our Doulos Hope is focusing on Asia, Southeast Asia, and we are going to be focusing on in this region more. So we are basically head towards West Africa up north. Maybe we might come back into the Mediterranean and then come back again to this region. 5 years, 7 years, I don't know. But, you know, having not been here for a long time, it's like, could we come back next year? So it's been a fantastic time so far. So I hope it's sooner than later.
And with this, we end this news summary. We'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.